welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be my Jenga game TBR for the month of February. So if you don't know what Jenga TBR game is, I'm gonna link down below or with the eye somewhere on the screen for my two videos that I already made. The first one I explained everything and all the rules. So I am so excited. Okay, for this TBR. But also you gotta see, I went far. I went overboard. So yeah, my TBR is pretty ambitious, but also I'm participating into readathons. What? I know. Oh, I'm so crazy for February. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, and both of those readathon intertwine. So so the first readathon that I'm gonna participate in is the Contemporary-a-thon. It's hosted by Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads, and it's gonna go through February 10th to the 16th. So it's 1 week readathon, and you have like 7 challenges, and yeah. So, but you can pick like multiple books for the 7. Yeah, you can double up basically. Okay, and triple up. And the second readathon that I'm participating in is the Tome Topple Readathon hosted by Sam from Thoughts of Tomes. And yeah, this is going through the, it's a 2 weeks long readathon, and it's going through the 7th, I think. The 7th, yeah, February 7th to the 20th. So it's a 2 week long readathon. And you have, it's a bingo board for this round. And basically if you accumulated different challenges, if you do achieve those challenges, if you have like from 1 to 3, you're like a student, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, you're a student. If you have 4 to 6 challenges, you're a scholar, and if you have 7 to 9 challenges, categories, you're a sage. I'm aiming to the scholar because yes, Tome Topple, if you don't know what it is, it's basically reading tomes. So books over 500 pages. And yes, I know that every month I read at least one big book, so a book over 500 pages, but now I'm gonna read more this month. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my normal Jenga TBR thing with all the books that I picked. I picked books considering the challenges for the 2 readathons, and after I'm gonna show you all the books. I'm going to tell you for which challenges it goes for each readathons. Does it make sense? It's going to make sense. So at the end, I'm going to tell you what is book for every challenge. Whatever. It's simple. You're going to see. So yeah, let's get started with the first book. So the first pick is male author, and for male author, I went with a big book, and that is 7 Heaves. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I think it is. 7 Heaves by Neil Stephenson. This is an adult sci-fi book. It's massive, and basically all I know about this one is that the moon explodes. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I want to know. This book is massive, and look at those end pages. Like, what? Yeah, they're so freaking pretty. I heard about this book from Emily from Books with Emily Fox, and yeah, just the premise of like the moon exploding is just like so cool. This book has 861 pages. Yeah, so first pick for male author. Second pick is Blue Cover, and for Blue Cover I decided to pick They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is a contemporary book about two boys that meet through an app, the Last Friend app, and in this world you get a call and it's gonna tell you when you're gonna die. You don't know how, but you know when, and basically you can go on this app, Last Friend, to meet someone and just talk with someone that's gonna die on the same day as you. So yeah, it's about two boys that meets, and I think they fall in love, one day, and yeah, they both die at the end, so it's gonna be sad, but I'm ready. I love crying, so fun. So next is start a series, and for that I decided to go with The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Kowal. This is the first book in the Lady Astronauts series, and I heard great things about this series, and yeah, basically it's about ladies astronauts. That's all I know, that's all I want to know. And yeah, I'm really excited. I know there's a novella that takes place just before the start of this one. I'm probably gonna read the novella and then I'm gonna jump right into the book. But yeah, really excited. Next is female author. So we got male author and we got female author, which is pretty cool. So I decided for female author to pick my thriller of the month, and that is going to be The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I'm really intrigued about this one. This is Kayla's from Books and Lala favorites book of 2019. One of her favorite, I think it's her second favorite book or third, something like that, but it made it to her best book of 2019. And it's her best thriller that she read, and I'm really intrigued about it, and I know there's like twists and turns, and it's just, yes, I'm really intrigued. Yes, I can't wait. Next, I got a black cover. So we got blue cover, and now we got black cover. So it's the two major sections of my TBR and also my red books. So yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, I guess. Anyway, for black cover, I decided to go with The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've read The Hobbit in November, and I really enjoyed my read of The Hobbit. And I listened to the audiobook, and yeah, I liked it. I have also this one on audiobook, and I'm gonna read it on audiobook because it's massive. It's really big. Well, it looks big. It looks bigger than it is really, because it's a mass market paperback. It's like 531 pages, but because it's a mass market paperback, it just seems like big. But yeah, this book has been on my shelf for so long. And yeah, I really want to read the Lord of the Rings series of this year, so let's start with the first one, right? I got fantasy, and for fantasy, I decided to go with my reread of the month, and that is going to be Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Hammer of Thor. So in January, I reread The Sword of Summer, the first book. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my reread, so I can't wait for the second one. I think the second one is my favorite in the whole series, so yeah, I'm so excited. We're introduced to one of my favorite characters, Alex, and yeah. Yes. I'm already fangirling. But yeah, I'm really excited for my reread of the second one because, like I said, it's one of my favorite. It's my favorite of this series, so. Next, I got continue a series. Like, what is going on with this amazing pick? Like, I got a start a series and now I got continue a series. It's so cool. And in January, I read for the first time The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan, the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. And now I want to continue this series, so yeah, I'm gonna. And I'm gonna go so for the second one, which is The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, the second book. This is one of my big books of the month, you know, yeah. Oh, and for my sci-fi, I could either pick like The Calculating Stars or 78. They're both sci-fi, so I will at least read one sci-fi this month. Anyway, I'm really excited to jump into the second one because in the first one there's no Percy Jackson, and Percy Jackson is my favorite character. I love him so much. I love the Percy Jackson series. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite. Yes, before Harry Potter, I know. Don't come at me, but I really love Percy Jackson. And in this one, there's Percy, okay? So, you know, Percy's name is here, okay? So Percy's in this. I'm so excited to be back with my baby. So, yeah, super excited. I got a YA. So for YA, I decided to go with The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This is a contemporary book about rape culture. That's pretty much all I know, and I'm really intrigued. I love this cover. I love the color of this cover. It's just gorgeous. So yes, I can't wait to read this one too. So now I'm gonna go over all the challenges for the different readathons and which book I'm going to read for each challenges. Let's start with the Contemporary-a-thon. So the first challenge is read a contemporary book with green on the cover. For that, it's The Female of the Species. It's pretty green. Green yellowish. You know, it's, yeah. Yeah. Next is read a contemporary from a new author to you, Mindy McGinnis, but it could also be Adam Silvera with They Both Died at the End. For They Both Died at the End, I have the third challenge, which is read a diverse contemporary. So this is about two boys that fell in love. For challenge number 4 is read a backlist contemporary, so a book that's been on your TBR for over a year. Physically, this book haven't been on my TBR for over a year, but on Goodreads in my want to read shelves, it's been on it forever. So yeah. Number 5, the challenge number 5 is read a dark, hard-hitting contemporary. So this one, you know, it's gonna make me cry, but it could also be The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis, because I think the main characters sister has been killed, so it's not happy, you know. Read a contemporary with an illustrated cover. They both are. And finally, the last challenge is read a contemporary that is beloved by a member of the book community. I think they both die at the end is really well loved. But I decided to go with The Female of the Species because it's one of Chelsea's favorite book, and Chelsea's is the host of the readathon, so I thought it was fitting, you know. So those are the 2 books that I'm gonna read for the 7 challenges in the Contemporary-a-thon. So yes. And I have both of them on audiobook, so I'm probably gonna go back and forth between the audiobook and physically, or I'm just gonna pick one that I'm gonna read physically and another one that I'm gonna listen to the audiobook during that week. So yeah. Let's go with Tome Topple. So for Tome Topple, I decided to go with 3 books. That's gonna fit 6 challenges, 6 categories. So the first one is a tome that has been on your TBR the longest. The Fellowship of the Ring. It's been on my TBR for so long. I have no idea. The Fellowship of the Ring is also going to be my tome audiobook, so there's a challenge of reading an audiobook, listening to an audiobook of a tome, so it's going to be this one. Then for the challenge of a standalone tome, it's going to be 7 Eves by Neil Stephenson. I'm going to just touch it here. Yeah, it's heavy. And also it's going to count for my adult tome. So there's also a challenge of reading an adult tome, and this is adult. And this is going to be also my adult of the month. This one could be 2. This one. Yeah. Anyway. And this one is going to be my thriller of the month. Obviously. And finally, for the challenges of reading 1 tome and reading a tome from a series, it's going to be The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. So, here you go. 3 books for 6 challenges for Tome Topple in 2 weeks. I think it's achievable, but we'll see. But I'm pretty confident, just because the fact that I have an audiobook for The Fellowship of the Ring, so it could be my audiobook for the first week, and I also have the audiobook for 7 Eves, so it could be the audiobook for the second week. And The Son of Neptune, I'm gonna read it physically. Yep. I think I'm gonna manage. It's just the other books that I have to fit. I have like 3 books that I have to fit elsewhere. But, you know, Tome Topple is only starting on the 7th, and Contemporary-a-thon is only starting on the 10th. So, so I think before the 7th, so from February 1st to the 7th, I'm gonna try to read 2 books. Maybe The Turn of the Key and The Calculating Stars. And at the end of the month, you know, when the readathon is gonna be, Tome Topple is gonna be over, I will have 8 days to read Magnus Chase. I think it's achievable. In my head, it makes sense. Like, I think I'm gonna be able to. It's just that I'm scared because I think February, goddamn, is gonna be a busy month for me. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's a really fun way to pick your TBR. If you want to try it, go ahead. I give you the permission to do it. It's really fun. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!